right. Get it right. We in here. Man, been a couple days. We in the building. Well, it's been a couple days, but we back. You did. Back stronger than ever. We back stronger than ever, man. Breaking news. We back with breaking news. You know what I mean? Breaking news. Hit that like button as you come into the room. It's been a couple days since I tapped in, man. But breaking news, man. It's the tap in. You know what I mean? Hit that like button as you come into the room. You see the title. I'm gonna go into a little bit of details, on the situation and all that. I'm gonna give y'all my spiel on it. You know what I mean? But hit that like button as you come into the room. You know what I mean? Without further ado, I'm just gonna take off, man. Let me pull up the article. So Tekashi 6ix9ine, he was sentenced to 24 months in prison today. You know what I'm saying? He got 5 years supervised probation. Once he's released, he has 300 hours of community service. You know what I'm saying? A fine of $35,000. That's pretty much what he was sentenced to today. And all of his charges was dropped. So the sentence was for, I'm not sure what exactly what he even got charged for, but I know most of the charges was dropped. He got pretty much minimal charges in the whole situation. And he already done 13 months. That's the key part. Everybody was saying Tekashi was getting out today. Tekashi's getting out today. But we find out he just got sentenced today and he's not getting out. You know what I'm saying? But he did 13 months. So far, he been in jail waiting on the trial. It was 13 months that he's done. So he's getting time served. He is receiving time served. So that means he got another 9 months. Tekashi 6ix9ine will be out of federal detention in 9 months. And it's crazy because one of the things he was supposed to get sentenced yesterday, and I read somewhere that the judge was saying that it was no way that he could let Tekashi out of jail the same day because he was part of a gang for a year. That's what the judge said. Tekashi was a part of a gang for a year, and he participated in a lot of violent acts while he was part of the gang. You know what I'm saying? And that year, while he was in the gang, he participated in a lot of violent acts. Meaning he put hits on people. He had they even said something about him having Trippy Red, one of his partners shot at or something like that. Which I know about the Chief Keef thing, but the judge said Trippy Red, or that could have been a typo. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they jumped Trippy Red when he was at a show, and then there was another altercation when Trippie Redd was in New York. But from what I know, Chief Keef was the one that got shot at. So this is the reason why the judge didn't let him out today. It was basically because he was a part of the game. So all the speculation of was he part of Nine Trey or was it just a facade? He joined Nine Trey. In the trial, you have to read between the words, but even 6ix9ine said that he got pretty much jumped in. He said he had to shoot the 31. And basically meaning he got jumped in. You know what I'm saying? Snow Billy, I know we can't believe everything what Snow Billy said or saying, but Snow Billy even said that Tekashi 6ix9ine had to shoot the 31. You know what I'm saying? So both of their stories is the same on that part. So Tekashi 6ix9ine was a member of the non-Trey Bloods, and the judge also considered him to be a member of the non-Trey Bloods for a year due to the testimony and all that. You know what I'm saying? So due to him being a member of a violent gang, and not only the non-Trey Bloods being a violent gang, Tekashi actually was putting himself right in the middle of a lot of the violence that was going on. If the robbery, he was there at the robbery. He sent his man to go shoot up Chief Keef and them's hotel. Uh, just different times, the Trippie Redd situation where they jumped Trippie Redd, and he didn't take part in the jumping, but Trippie Redd got jumped by some non-Trey members at I want to say one of those festivals or whatnot. And just, the acts of violence that Tekashi 6ix9ine participated in, just for that alone, the judge said that he couldn't let him out today, basically. You know what I'm saying? Which, I'm not I don't what was the word I'm looking for? I don't look at the being able to snitch and basically I don't agree. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't agree with being able to snitch and just not have to do no time. You know what I'm saying? Because you told or you getting a lighter sentence for telling. I don't agree with that whole system. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if Tekashi 6ix9ine was part of a gang, if he was putting hits on people and shots was fired and all these different things, I don't feel like he should be able to get a lighter sentence. That's just me. I don't wish jail on nobody. I'm not a proponent for the judicial system. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with the judicial system how it works anyways. You know what I'm saying? So to see him able to get a light sentence for basically cooperating, I don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even agree with that aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, justice should be fair. You know what I'm saying? And if a person does a crime, they should have to do the time. You know what I'm saying? As simple as that. You know what I'm saying? I know this is a way that they use snitches to solve cases that they might don't got the resources to solve. They use the snitches in these situations. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. And snitches help solve cases, you know what I'm saying? But it's like if a person have done murders like in Sammy the Bull's case, Sammy the Bull done like 14 murders. But just because he told on John Gotti, he basically didn't get no time for that. You know what I'm saying? John Gotti died in prison, and Sammy the Bull is out walking around today. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't agree with that system. I don't agree with that format. You know what I'm saying? Even though it wasn't nobody that was killed in the Tekashi situation, it were people injured and different things like that. For a matter of fact, at the sentencing, some of the victims of some of the non-Trey violence, why Tekashi was part of the gang and all that, some of the victims spoke out like a person that got shot, I want to say at the Barclays. An innocent bystander supposedly got shot at the Barclays or one of those events where the shots was fired from non-Trey side, and it was an innocent bystander that got shot, and they spoke out in Tekashi's sentencing, trying to convince the judge not to give him a lighter sentence or not to give him too light of a sentence. So it was people, even though it wasn't no murders or nothing like that, it was people that was injured, you know, in all of this fiasco, you know what I'm saying, that went on with the non-Treys out of New York. You know, definitely was a fiasco, and to see him get 2 years for in the feds for basically all of the things that he participated in is kind of wild. Not to mention his case he had in Houston. I want to believe that one was dropped, and the sex offender case that he had. I believe that was pretty much taken care of too through his cooperation. You know what I'm saying? Whatever uh, whatever he owed as far as the community service or whatever probation that he had from the sex offender case, I believe all of that was taken care of through the cooperation. So he's only thing that he owes is the 2 years. The sex offender thing, the thing in Houston, all of that stuff is gone. You know what I'm saying? He has to do these 2 years with 9 more months because he already done 13 months. You know what I'm saying? He has to do another 9 months and he'll be home. You know, now they can get the PR thing going and pretty much try to, get things ready to get his career back on track. You know what I'm saying? As people, they can pretty much get in that mode. 9 months be coming and going in no time. For a matter of fact, he'll be out next year, the end of next year. So hey, does that send the wrong message to the youth? You know, participate in criminal activity and just do whatever you want in the street, and then at the end of the day, just tell on all your friends, and you won't have to do no time. You know what I'm saying? Or you'll do minimum time. Does that send the wrong message to the streets? We'll see how receptive his music is when he comes home. How receptive the people are to his music. Me personally, I don't really judge music by I don't take the music personal. You know what I'm saying? I don't judge music in a personal way to where I'm looking at the person that's making it. I judge music about how it sounds to my ears. You know, so I would be able to listen to a song, and if it's dope, I would be able to say it's dope. And if it's weak, I could say it's weak. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I don't want to hear him talking about, all this tough shit no more. You know what I'm saying? All this street persona, all this tough shit. I don't want to hear that no more. You know what I'm saying? So if he got on the track, I don't care how hard the beat was. If he came on the track talking all this bloody shit and all this tough shit, it ain't believable no more. You know what I'm saying? Now that's one thing that I do look for besides just music sounding pleasing to my ears is the believability. If I'm listening to a trap music or say a person that's talking about selling drugs in his music, I wanna I wanna believe that this person has sold drugs before. They don't gotta be necessarily selling drugs at that point, but I want to be able to believe it. You know what I'm saying? So the believability and how it sounds, the music sounds to me, that's basically what I go off of. So I wouldn't definitely I couldn't listen to Tekashi getting on a song talking this gangster bravado, the SMD talk. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't listen to that. I couldn't listen to a whole song of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not believable no more. You know what I'm saying? At least before all this, it was a certain level of believability that came out of it. Even though we knew that he wasn't about that life, the whole world knew it. It was still a certain level of believability because just how arrogant he was and how brash he was with just SMD. He was, even though he might have not been the toughest cat, I can't say he was somewhat fearless. So that was portrayed through his music, and that part was, you could identify with that part. You know what I'm saying? Even though we knew he wasn't such a gangster dude and all that, because I could see through the little image that they try to put up for him, the facade, that they try to put up for him. I seen straight through it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I still like his music because, like I say, it was a certain level of fearlessness that he moved with. You know what I'm saying? So, that's basically, I could say, when we talking about being a gangster, that's a quality that you would have to have, is being fearless. You know what I'm saying? So even though he wasn't a tough guy per se, he did have a certain level of fearlessness, and that it resonated through his music. You know what I'm saying? So we can't say that. So that right there was gave you a believability factor, the fearlessness that he had. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to hear him talk no tough guy to shit. And I can basically show you another example of his fearlessness, even though he wasn't a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? Or a gangster, none of that. We knew that. But I'll show you another example of his fearlessness. When it went down at the airport, it was the funniest shit in the world was to see him go out there and try to fight and to actually throw a punch. You know what I'm saying? And he got threw around like a rag doll. It was the funniest shit. You know what I'm saying? That you ever seen to see this little dude try to fight, but to have enough heart to even go out there and to try to mix it up. That shows you a certain level of fearlessness. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not bigging him up. I'm just putting all the facts out there. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about if he would be able to put music out and be received on any type of level. You know what I'm saying? That's what the conversation is right now. And basically, I judge music by how it sounds to my ears. And if we're talking like, okay, if when we get into the street type of music, it's not just how it sounds to my ears, it's the believability factor. You know what I'm saying? So now I would never want to hear Tekashi talking no street type of talk on those songs because it's not believable now. You got on the stand, pointing fingers. It's not believable. You're not believable. We don't believe you. You know what I'm saying? So if he wanted to do like songs for the ladies or the rock and roll, the rock and roll mosh pit club songs or whatever, if he wanted to get in that lane, and I can't. If a song is dope, a song is dope. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing I can say about that. You know what I'm saying? But if he trying to get on the street shit and all the blood shit and the SMD talk, I don't never want to hear nothing like that come out Buddy mouth again. You know what I'm saying? But as far as him being able to make good music, that's we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see because some of his songs was actually dope. You know what I'm saying? He was on a hell of a run. So it was some kind of blueprint that he had to come up with these songs or whatever. We're going to see if he still has that same recipe. You know what I'm saying? To come up with the music how he was before. You know what I'm saying? And what he did was basically one of the most foulest things you could do as far as the street code goes. He broke the street code all the way. You know what I'm saying? He pretty much he joined the gang and then he brought the whole gang down by getting on the stand and telling on it. So he broke the street code. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want anybody to think that this is a big up Tekashi video. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what this is. What we do over here, we present the facts and we let y'all basically draw the opinions and say how y'all feel about it. But we present the facts over here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, the man got 2 years. He got 9 more months to do. He been locked up for 13 months. He got 9 more months to do, and then he comes home. And that's pretty much 2 years. We've seen other rappers do time and come home and pick up their career where it left off at. Some of the most notable would be Gucci Mane. He came home, did his thing. He's doing his thing. You got Boosie Badass. He's doing his numbers. Kevin Gates. I would say if I had to say out of them, if I had to compare, I would say Kevin Gates probably has the most momentum at the time right now. You know what I'm saying? Because one, his career hasn't been as long as say a Gucci Man or a Boosie. He's the younger artist, so he's the fresher artist. So of course his career will have more he would have more time. You know what I'm saying? He's in his prime right now, I would say, Kevin Gates. But Boosie and Gucci, they a little past their prime, but they still doing their thing. They doing their number. You know what I'm saying? So we have seen artists get out from prison sentences and do their numbers. You know what I'm saying? So it remains to be seen, will Tekashi be able to do that? One thing that I know what will help Tekashi sell records or streams. We in the digital age, so it's streaming. One thing that I know, he has a way of he know how to go viral. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to keep his name, in the media. You know what I'm saying? So his marketing, he knows how to market himself. You know what I'm saying? So just that alone, that helps you get streams. All promotion, in the words of Easy E, I seen this in the movie. I don't know if I think he was accredited to saying this. In the words of Easy E, all promotion is good promotion. Tekashi knows how to keep his name in the media. Basically, he gets a lot of free promotion. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, this is free promotion for Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? I haven't done a lot of Tekashi videos. I posted a few things about him, but as far as me doing lives or doing videos talking about Tekashi, this is one of the first ones. But I can't say I'm even guilty of it, giving him free promotion. Why he was popping before the nine trade went down, and even not so much why he's been locked up as after he's been convicted of after he presented himself as being a rat. After we found that he was a rat, I tried to promote him or to do less stories about him because I didn't want to give him that promotion. But this is hip hop. We cover hip hop over here, and this is pretty much a big moment in hip hop. Even though Tekashi's music to me is not necessarily, it's not that hip hop that we used to. It's like a new age. It's like a hip rock. You know what I'm saying? More than a hip hop, it's like a hip rock style. You know what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, he's really not hip hop. It's a mesh. You know what I'm saying? Between rock and roll and hip hop, it's more like a hip rock style. You know what I'm saying? And he was able to take over the hip hop charts with that style, though. You know what I'm saying? Which is pretty much right now. It has to be defined. We have to break hip hop down into multiple genres right now at this point because we got a lot of rappers that's singing, but they're being put in the hip hop category. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta break hip hop down into the different genres. Like we could say, Tekashi 6ix9ine, he did hip rock. You know what I'm saying? That's hip rock what Tekashi 6ix9ine do. Then you got the guys down south, they're singing, well, the whole industry's singing now, but the rappers today are singing. That style I could say probably was born from down south or something like that, from the south, that singing, rapping style. We have to find a genre for that because that's, to me, in my opinion, I like it. I like some of it, you know what I'm saying? Especially the originators of the style. I listen to the music. I work out to that music and all that. So I'm not hating or shitting on that style, but to me, that's not hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's not even trap music. The singing rap, that's not, to me, that's not trap music right there. And it's not hip hop. So it's like we gotta basically we got to break hip hop down into different genres, man. And we got to define it. You know what I'm saying? And Tekashi style, what he did was more of like a hip rock. You know what I'm saying? That was more of like a hip rock style. I wouldn't classify that as hip hop. You know what I mean? Real spill, man. But y'all hit that like button as you come into the room, man. Shout out DYSC TV. Shout out Ned Owens. Yeah, man. Y'all hit that like button as y'all come into the room, man. We dropping jewels over here, man. You know what I mean? I give you the information, man, or the facts as they present themselves, but I drop jewels in between. You know what I'm saying? I definitely drop jewels in between, man. But hip hop definitely needs to come. We need to break it down into different genres. You know what I'm saying? I don't see a problem with somebody winning a best hip hop award if they coming out of a genre. Say that would be like a trap music. Well, trap music. Let's use trap music. If they say that's trap music, but that's still hip hop, but we know that's trap music. You know what I'm saying? Or if you got your singing rap, that's more of like a hip soul music. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop soul mixed with soul. You know what I'm saying? So, if we had our different genres, we could differentiate. Shower Summer, he not making nobody proud but alley rats and cats. Fuck out of here. Yeah, he's definitely not making nobody proud. You know what I'm saying? Tekashi has made New York look bad as a whole. Tekashi made New York look bad, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because you can't just judge a whole fucking city. When I say New York, I'm talking about New York City. You know what I'm saying? But you can't judge a whole city from just one person. We know that. But throughout history, New York has been known for having some of the most famous rats. You know what I'm saying? Some of the most famous snitches. And Tekashi has only added to that. So that's why he's making New York look bad, because now he's making us remember all other famous snitches out of New York. Not to say we know all these other towns and cities have snitches, but New York is a place where, they got some of the most famous snitches, man. For whatever reason. You know what I mean? You got your Alpos, you got your Frank Lucases, you got your Tekashi 6ix9ines now. And it's a few more, you know what I'm saying? But every city got rats. We don't want to get that confused. Dr. D. Shout out Dr. D, man. You know what I mean? Shout out Shara. Shower Summer. You know what I mean? Man. Boy, Tekashi, he got off light though, you know what I'm saying? He definitely got off light, but we knew that he was gonna get little to no time due to him cooperating. We knew that. We knew at least that much. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that I do got an issue with, and I seen a lot of bloggers, you know what I'm saying? This is me, you know what I'm saying? I'm going after bloggers now. I seen so many bloggers when the information came out, they said that Tekashi was getting out today. So many bloggers jumped on this story and ran with it. When they said Tekashi was getting out, I seen every blogger get on that story and they ran with it without doing the proper research. You know what I'm saying? The bloggers, that's why y'all don't see me as much, because I don't just like to jump on stories without getting all the information. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times it might take me 2 days to gather up all the information, and then I'll present the story to y'all. But I see so many bloggers just jumping on the story saying Tekashi was getting out today. Tekashi was getting out today. Tekashi was getting out today. That's basically that free promotion, what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, this guy, he doesn't have to promote himself. You know what I'm saying? Because the bloggers, we do it for him. You know what I'm saying? We give them all the free promotion, and it's like we have to do our research. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing if you're a blogger and you present facts. You know what I'm saying? But when you're jumping the gun and bringing out fake stories and all that, you basically muddying the waters, man. And you giving this man free promotion. It's one thing to bring out a story, a fact. A fact is a fact. Information, your blogger, you should be allowed to do that. Even though it's free promotion, but as a blogger, you should be allowed to do that. But once you start presenting fake stories, now you just giving out free promotion for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And you making yourself look bad as a journalist. Share some people trying to make it seem like he did the right thing, but this motherfucker told on people that had nothing to do with it with this case. For one, Tekashi, the reason why the judge didn't let Tekashi out today, part of the reason is because Tekashi actually joined the Nine Trey Bloods. He was in Nine Trey Blood for a year. And while he was part of the Nine Trey Bloods, he was taking part in criminal activity, violence. He was basically ordering violence on different people, and he was there when people was getting robbed. He was there. He was participating in criminal activity. Not only that, in violent acts. You know what I'm saying? And when somebody got shot, innocent bystander got shot at the Barclays. You know what I'm saying? So due to them facts right there, Tekashi didn't get released today. So while I'm saying that is nobody can say he did the right thing when he signed up for that. He signed up for the gang. He wanted to be gang. So once nobody forced him to be gang. So once you sign up to that lifestyle, it goes against the street codes to snitch. So nobody can say that's the right thing to do because he signed up for that. Now, a civilian on the outside looking in, of course, a civilian is going to say that that was the right thing to do because that's a civilian. That civilian never took an oath. Tekashi took an oath. When he took that oath, he took an oath not to never do no shit like that. Once you take that oath, you cannot get on the stand. You cannot rat. You cannot snitch. You're supposed to take the secrets of the gang to the grave. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that goes. Does it always work out like that? No. I seen some of the toughest dudes, some of the most thoroughest killers tell on their people. You know what I'm saying? So just because he wasn't a gangster, that don't mean that's the only reason why he snitched. You got some people that's not a gangster and they still stand tall in a situation like that. So, you know, the shit is the waters is muddy right now of what a real gangster is and what a stand-up guy is, what a man is. As a man, once you sign up for something, you can't go against the morals and the codes and the ethics of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little deeper than just being a gangster. You know what I'm saying? You know, but we know that he was none of that. And when he signed up to be in that lifestyle, he took an oath. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? So he violated that when he got on the stand. Do things happen in gangs to where people sometimes your gang members, you ain't gonna get along with every member of the gang. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna probably have fights with some members. It's gonna be different things to go on in the gang to where you might get violated or you might violate another member. It's gonna be things to go on. But that doesn't mean that just because you might have an issue with a couple members of the gang that you tell on the whole gang. You know what I'm saying? It's like he took an oath. You know what I'm saying? It's a thought it was funny. Tekashi was riding in the cop car in the Uncle Murder 50 Cent video. Hell no, yeah, that was funny. That's funny right there, Dr. D. That's hilarious, bro. And he was 12 for real, huh, man? They say I own several Jim Jones albums, but he has an interview on Beef where he says you might see a dude with a badge around me. Yeah. Yeah, man. One thing I can say about Jim Jones, you know, he was one of the first people that really just rep the East Coast Bloods. He was one of the first artists to rep the East Coast Bloods movement. To really just get on the front line, you know what I'm saying, and rep that thing. And I never seen him get on the stand, you know what I'm saying? Was he basically, I know he was messing with CEO Chris. I think they had a couple companies that they was doing together, whatever. So, hey, He was messing with an informant. He let him, that he brought him. I think he might even brought CEO Chris in. So in that aspect, if you bring it like in that movie, Donnie Brasco. I don't know if y'all seen Donnie Brasco, but on that movie, Lefty, he the one that brought Donnie Brasco in the inside the circle, right? So at the end, when they found out that Donnie Brasco was actually a federal agent, in the end, I don't know how in real life how this played out, but at the end of the movie, Lefty got called up, by the bosses, and supposedly Lefty got murdered. Lefty got murdered for introducing Brasco to the family, bringing him into the family. You know what I'm saying? So if we want to look at it like that, I could say Jim Jones is wrong for that, for bringing an informant into the family if he brought CEO Chris around. That's the only thing I could say Jim Jones will be at fault for. You know what I'm saying? But as far as him being a rat or anything like that, I haven't seen that evidence or nothing like that. I haven't seen no proof or evidence of that. I never seen Jim Jones never got on the stand. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, man. They say Jim Jones is the one that bought CEO Chris around, man. So, you know, CEO Chris really his testimony was a lot more damaging than 6ix9ine. Only thing 6ix9ine really testified for. That's why it's another thing they keep talking about all his cooperation that he did. But basically, the only thing he testified was about when they kidnapped him. He testified about them kidnapping him. Other than that, he didn't know about the drugs and all the extra criminal activity that was going on inside the gang. Tekashi didn't know about none of that shit. Only thing he knew about was the hit that he put out on Chief Keef and the kidnapping. That's the only thing that Tekashi really testified about. So for them to give him so much love on the sentence is really crazy to me too, because it's like he didn't even say shit. He didn't know nothing. Tekashi didn't know anything. CEO Chris was the big informant in that case that brought them boys down. Yeah, CEO Chris was the guy that brought Nine Trey down. It wasn't Tekashi. Tekashi testified in about the kidnapping, and he testified about paying the dude the money to shoot at Chief Keef. That's the only thing what he pretty much knew, and he knew other members of the gang, and he said he identified certain members of the gang, higher ups. He identified a couple of the so-called dudes that was running the gangs in different projects, things like that. But he didn't have a lot of information. So for them to give him that much love he was looking at like 47 years. He had like 7 charges. Tekashi had like 7 charges. And basically for him, 7 felonies for the feds in the RICO. So for him to testify about the kidnapping and to testify about the shooting that he ordered, that's what got him this little bit of time. Because other than that, he didn't know a lot about Nine Trey. And that year that he was with Nine Trey, he was more busy doing music and shows to know the intricate ways of how the game was working. You know what I'm saying? So Tekashi testimony really didn't do a lot. It was damaging in that kidnapping trial, but as far as the RICO as a whole, he didn't have no testimony against Mel Matrix. He didn't have who was some of the other top dudes. I didn't really hear him have much testimony against Shotty. You know what I'm saying? His testimony was against the dudes that kidnapped him, Harv and Nuke, dudes like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for them to show him that much love for such little bit of information, he didn't have much information. That's kind of amazing to me. You know what I'm saying? Which I knew it was gonna happen, but it's like he almost, man, that's the sweetest deal ever. You know what I'm saying? He ain't give up no murders. He ain't give up nothing, no real credible information like that, except him being kidnapped, which that was all on camera. We seen that all on camera. You know what I'm saying? So they almost didn't need him for that. You know, so he did, his cooperation didn't lead to much as far as he didn't help them much in basically the trial. But I do know that the other dudes did plead guilty. You know what I'm saying? Well, they took plea deals. Uh, Most of the people took plea deals. Everybody took plea deals. So maybe he told what was needed. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if the other dudes wouldn't went to trial, then he would have been in their trials too. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But from what all we seen, he's coming home in 9 months. Tekashi 6ix9ine is coming home in 9 months after serving 2 years behind bars and cooperating with the feds. You know, he has community service. He'll be on 5 years probation. You know, and yeah, man, Tekashi 6ix9ine coming home sometime next year. You know what I mean? Hey, partners up. Yo, 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 yo. Back, man. Hit that like button, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button if y'all haven't subscribed yet. You know what I'm saying? Hit the subscribe button if you haven't made it. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Hit yeah, man. Show love, man. Hit that like button, man. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell, man. So when I do these lives, y'all can be in tune with me. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sarah Summerall, man. Shout out to all my subscribers, man. It's all the way up, man. Man, that's love, Dr. D. That's love. All them oldies, they on private. They still on my channel. I'm just trying to get monetized, so I gotta move a certain way. You know, the YouTube guidelines is very strict. So them videos I still got all them videos, and I'm gonna be taking them off private once I'm monetized again. You know, so shout out to all my subscribers that been with me, you know, since day one, man. I mean, we pretty much had to revamp the channel, and some of those for a matter of fact, Dr. D, if you if you subscribe with me for like some of the older content, you know, the documentaries, the B videos, and some of the more controversial content that I used to upload, go subscribe to Hip Hop Media Outlet. I still do those videos over there. You know what I'm saying? My documentaries, the gang stuff, you know what I'm saying, and all that. Hip Hop Media Outlet. Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, back to Tekashi 6ix9ine, man. What y'all think about Tekashi 6ix9ine coming home in 9 months? How do the people feel about that, man? Will y'all be bumping his music? Is y'all gonna be listening to 6ix9ine music? Is 6ix9ine gonna be in your playlist, man? Yeah, I can't really see myself listening to 6ix9ine no more either, man, because the believability factor is gone. We don't believe you no more. You know what I'm saying? The SMD, all the blood talk, all the tough guy talk, you know what I'm saying? It's not believable no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be very interesting to see how he try to come out and spin it. You know what I'm saying? How he try to come out and spin the narrative because Tekashi 6ix9ine or Tekashi Snitch 9 is very good at controlling the narrative. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see how he tries to come out and spin the narrative. You know what I mean? All them Breakfast Club interviews he did was pretty much epic. They was viral. So he probably go back up there. They probably get one of his probably the first interview, the Breakfast Club. They're gonna have so much security at that radio station. It ain't funny, boy. They're gonna have to bring him in like he Trump or somebody. And Tekashi 6ix9ine, he gonna have to move like Trump, boy. And he gonna have so much security and he gonna have to move around in disguises and all kind of shit, boy. Especially if he try to come back to New York. Oh man, could you imagine him trying to walk down in New York and Manhattan? You know what I'm saying? Trying to walk down the street. It said Donate Bell said he's a government plant. He been one judge, had to make it look good. Informers usually get around 5 million a year. He got 10 million. Only has to pay 35,000 of that. He was planted. Dante Bell, shout out Dante Bell, man. Hey, that's how Dante Bell feel about it. You know what I mean? I don't get off in all the conspiracy theory shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just deal with the facts. And hey, man, you know what I mean? If he was a government plant, it'll come out. You know what I'm saying? It'll come out. Tekashi Stitch 9 is gonna be home in 9 months, people. You know what I'm saying? So all y'all bloggers that posted and said he was coming home today, y'all need to go retract y'all statements, go take them videos down and update, man. Do an update. Tekashi's gonna be home in like 9 months, man. 2 years. The judge gave him 2 years. So yeah, man. The boy be home in 9 months. The rainbow hair kid will be home in 9 months, man. The internet is gonna go. The internet is gonna be in a frenzy. I already know. I can already see it now. The internet is gonna go crazy when this dude get out, man. Oh man, do y'all think he's still gonna be doing them crazy Instagram lives and all that? You know how boy used to go on Instagram live talking all that shit. Y'all think he's still gonna be on all that internet buffoonery he was on? Do you think he's still gonna be trolling like he was? What 6ix9ine is we gonna see? The humble 6ix9ine that wants to do the right thing and help the kids and you know what I'm saying, give back to the kids and all this. We're gonna see that 6ix9ine, or we're gonna see the 6ix9ine that trolls the whole internet, starts beefs, then he came back up, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, just trolls everybody. What 6ix9ine is we gonna get, man? But what I will say though, 6ix9ine, he broke the street code, right? He broke the rules of the street. He got on the stand, he pointed fingers at his friends, his comrades. He broke the street code. But on this hand, it's a lot of people, a lot of his fans is not even street people. A lot of his fans don't abide by the street rules. A lot of his fans are civilians. A lot of the fans of the music industry, period, of the hip hop culture, a lot of fans of the culture are civilians. We know a lot of times the ones that's buying this music or spending money on the streams and all of this is not necessarily the street dudes or the urban community. A lot of times it's the suburban kids and the kids of different races. It's not necessarily the streets that's supporting these artists. So saying that, most of his fan base, I would say, is probably, I think some of his fan base was probably street dudes or street people, you know what I'm saying? Women, dudes, whatever. But for the most part, most of his fan base was civilians. So just that alone, that's why you're seeing so much people coming forward, as Shower Sunlaw said earlier, people coming forward saying he did the right thing. It's because those people are civilians. They don't abide by the street codes. And now you got people like Troy Ave, who's his whole career, he's rapped about street things, and his whole image has been being a real street dude, of living his raps. This is Troy Ave we talking about now. Troy Ave image was being a street dude and holding to the street principles. Soon as he got in his little jam, now he's saying the streets is a myth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, not only does the civilians not abide by the street codes, now a lot of the street dudes is not even abiding by the rules. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, the waters is muddy, man. You know what I mean? Water is muddy, and yeah, man. So he's setting the table. Tekashi set the table, but now we waiting to see if Troy Ave is gonna get on the stand against Taxstone and say that Taxstone killed his man. We're gonna see if Troy Ave is gonna do that. We're gonna see the response to that from the internet. Because we knew Tekashi wasn't about that life. We knew that. But let's see how the people react when a professed street person as Troy Ave gets on the stand and points the finger at Taxstone. Let's see how the people react to that. You know what I'm saying? Because we knew Tekashi wasn't official. I don't know how non-Trey didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Or if why they couldn't handle that situation in a better manner. You know what I'm saying? Let him rap. That's all they need to do is just let Tekashi rap. You could put up the image of this, that, and the third of him being bloody and all this, but just let him rap. You know what I'm saying? Even the internet trolling, let him do that, whatever. I wouldn't even let him do that, because now you mixing the street with the actual music. You know what I'm saying? It's more than the image now. You portraying this. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you going at street dudes, how Tekashi was. You know what I'm saying? So all they was supposed to do was just let him rap and let him bring the money in. You know what I'm saying? Like how similar to how the mafia do it. The mob got different rackets. You know what I'm saying? And they're not gonna have uh a person that they in control of, that's in Vegas performing. They're not gonna be mixing him with the everyday street business. You know, the mafia, they had different rackets, and how they did, they mixed the legal hustles. They didn't mix the legal hustle with the illegal hustles. You know what I'm saying? They kept it all separate. You know what I mean? Dante Bill, I feel you. I'm just saying, most informants get less time. Everyone got 15, 20 when he was the main hitter. It says so. Just he was playing it. He came out of nowhere and also has put a cop behind bars years ago. Man, Dante Bell dropping it, man. He say Tekashi 6ix9ine put a cop behind bars years ago. Is that a fact? I don't know. This is the first time I'm hearing that one. They saying that Tekashi 6ix9ine, Dante Bell is saying Tekashi 6ix9ine put a cop behind bars years ago. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, then that means he been working with them people. You know, but in this case, being an informant for the police or the state is different from being an informant for the feds. You know what I'm saying? So an informant is a informant. It's no one is better than the other, whether you're informant for the state or for the feds. But you know, we both know them as different organizations, basically. You know what I mean? But if he put a cop behind bars years back, then hey, it's already was out. You know, that's what he do. That's who he is. You know what I mean? But I never looked at him as being a gangster anyway. So I'm not surprised about him snitching. I'm not surprised about that. You know, I'm not surprised about him getting 2 years. I'm not surprised about that either. But you know, me looking at, I feel like the judicial system, the justice system should be fair. So the information that he gave really didn't lead to nothing. It led to, okay, he told on somebody kidnapping him. He was a victim. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. It wasn't like he participated in that crime. He was a victim of that crime. You know, so of course, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. But Tekashi's coming home. We're gonna see how it plays out, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna see how it plays out. Right now, we know that the judge sentenced him to 2 years. He already been locked up for 13 months, and they're gonna give him time served for the 13 months that he was locked up for. So he would be coming home in about 9 months, maybe a little earlier than that, but he at least gonna do about 9 months. I mean, at the most, he'll do about 9 months, and you know, we're gonna see how the fans receive him when he comes home. You know, or we're gonna see if he still has that. You know, he had the it factor when it came to making them songs. We're gonna see if he still got that. Because the 2 years, you know, that can make him a little rusty. I knew he had writers, people that was helping him write his music and different things of that nature. We just gonna see how it all plays out, man. You know, but this build is going on an hour. I like to keep it around an hour, not too long. You know what I mean? Uh, Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out FF, Victor FF, Dr. D, Dante Bill. You know, shout out everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Ray Jones. Shout out to Shire Summerall, yeah, I mean. Man, Free C Murder, Real Spill. They gave that boy a raw deal. They gave C Murder a raw deal, boy. Man, Tekashi Snitch 9, man. Man, salute. Man, if you don't follow me on Instagram, go to my Instagram at One Urban Media Fix. Follow me on Instagram, I'll follow back. The last person off of YouTube that followed me on Instagram, they follow me, but then their page is private. So when I follow them back, they didn't ever accept the follow. So it's like, man, follow me on Instagram and accept the follow if your page is private. You know what I mean? But I got two other pages. Hip Hop Media Outlet. Subscribe and hit the notification bell over there. I go live over there too, and it's more of the controversial content over there. You know what I'm saying? I got Indigenous People Media Outlet. Follow me and hit the subscribe to me and hit the notification bell over there. My affiliate channel, Trap House Boxing. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. That's everything boxing, all things boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's my man right there. Over here, you know what I'm saying? If you're already at this point in the video and you haven't hit that like button, please do so. You know what I'm saying? It's much appreciated. This page is not monetized, so basically a like is like a donation over here. You know what I'm saying? But you can also donate to the Cash App. It's in the description. $ FujiSimmons. You know what I'm saying? All donations are greatly appreciated. You know what I mean? The donations will go to building up the channel and to bringing more of a professional look. You know what I'm saying? Upgrade, just upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Whatever donations we receive will go back to the channel, and we can bring that good content that y'all like. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Without further ado, you know what I mean? Tekashi Snitch 9 has gotten 2 years. He'll be home in 9 months, people. You know what I mean? So that's what that is. You know what I mean? Free all them dudes he told on too, man. Free everybody that he told on that's locked up. Free all them dudes, man. Free Shotty, free Mel Murder, uh, free all the non-trade dudes, man, that went down in that situation. And him and CEO Chris told on. You know what I'm saying? Free all the real, for matter of fact, because I got people, you know what I'm saying, some of my close friends that I grew up with that's locked up. So free all the real, you know what I'm saying? I can go, it'll be too many, it's too many to name, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, until next time, man, I'm out. Salute. Gone.